I've met a lot of men in my life that tell me I remind them so much of their mother, or I'm like their mother. And honestly, a lot of men in today's society don't like that. They try to fight against that because they feel as if like you're gonna basically know you're the one for them because you remind them so much of their mom, but they don't like that. They want to repel against that. They don't want to be like, they don't want you telling them what to do, or you sounding too much like her when you yell at her. So that, like, literally my ex, we would get in an argument, and after the argument he'd be like, oh my god, you remind me so much of my mom, and then get mad at me because I remind him of his mom.
Well, that in itself is like, I don't know, when a male tends to say something like that, I don't think that he really knows the truth, because I've been in that boat too, but saying, man, you sound just like my mom. Are you just like my mom? The lie is you're just like my mom, because the thing of it is, I don't know you, but I'm judging an action that just came about while we're in this conflict of communication. And then of course that's my statement to say, you know, you just like my mom. Well, newsflash, your mom ran your dad away. So the thing of it is, if you're just like his mom, the same thing will happen. And one thing I see in that dynamic is that the communication's not there. So if that's my level of response, or that's my go-to, to say, you know, you behave just like my mom, now I'm shooing you away. I don't want to hear that. But yet, besides, and a man should actually know how to communicate with you. Besides fight and cause calamity and disruptions, there's something else. If he needs to be in sync to know how to actually listen to you, learn, go through all the hardships, and actually make you a better person. And your job is to do the same thing. That's just it. Now, my question to you is, as it relates to just having a relationship, what does that look like to you, based on the fact that you've seen this in your household, and what happens to you out in this world as a young lady that's interacting with men?
I mean, as a child with my household, my parents, they didn't hug, they didn't kiss, we didn't hear I love you, so it was a non-affectionate household. But I can't say I knew that my parents loved me at the same time. We just weren't shown it. So I mean, for instance, like with me and my love language, even though I wasn't shown it, my love language is like quality time and physical touch. Mm-hmm. Now within relationships, I'm sorry, what was the question like?
I'll go rewind and give it to you one more time. You're going in a good direction. Mm-hmm. It's how do you function in the relationship, meaning when because I'll finish with this. You don't get into a relationship with anybody to basically just to fail. Mm-hmm. And that's whether being with a male or female, their relationships. Mm-hmm. And all the functionality or the success comes from what we've seen. Or, you know, if we see our parents in successful relationships with human beings around them, then we see the success in the household, right? Yeah. If you see that, or you didn't see that, and my question is based on the fact that your parents divorced, and you're growing up, and I'm quite sure that, you know, men are trying to hit on you because you're a woman, and it's nothing but women and men out here. What's your success with this? Or how do you think that you'll find success? Or what have you encountered, you know, by dealing with these guys?
Okay, so I do know for sure, like, I wouldn't want to be in a relationship like my parents. I would want to, like, let's say per se, hypothetically, I'm getting kids, I have kids. I want my kids to see that their parents love each other. Now, just because you're a male doesn't make you a man. There's a lot of men out here who, you know, they can be in an adult body, but there's a child trapped in that adult body. So I know personally, of course, I know for me, I have boundaries and morals, so I can't just because of one dude wants to talk to me, okay, that means, okay, I'm gonna talk to you. Like, no. Boundaries would be like hygiene, for one. I don't know. I wouldn't say I have a type, but you have to look cute to me, but you also have to know what respect is. Mm-hmm. And communication, oh my gosh, and honesty, and just all of the positivities. But at the same time, like males my age, I feel like I'm asking for too much out of that.
Right. So
okay.
What's your success in that? Are you getting those things?
Okay.
So, I mean, yeah.
Okay. You know what? I applaud that. And every point that you guys have hit, I've actually heard or spoke about.